we are here today with Magnus from Grim Colossus. If you don't know him, you should check him out. Fantastic doom band from Sweden that I think you're gonna love. Magnus, I greatly appreciate you taking time today to come chat with me.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Rock and roll. So, um, what got you into like playing music initially?
Oh shit. So my my best friend played the guitar, and I had an old guitar at home that I never played. And but he used to come over and play, right? And kind of inspired me a little bit. That in combination with hearing some inspiring music is what got me going.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what was some of the music that like inspired you early on?
yeah. So the album that's like made me pick up guitar was "Symbolic" by Def.
What a fantastic album.
Yeah, yeah, that's one of the absolute greatest of all
Yeah.
time.
And it's funny, that's the only vinyl that I don't have.
Oh, really,
Yeah,
dude?
I know.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me?
I wish I had it too, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was uh, really amazing to hear. Just I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just what I thought instantly, you know?
yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's, I think a lot of people, especially with death, they were so transformative when it came to like, the death metal world that
yeah, yeah,
everyone wanted to play it, and it inspired a lot of people, like
yeah,
yourself to go, man, I'm gonna play.
yeah. And every album was so different, and it's just inspired a new type of playing.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
Um, well, that's cool. So you are, like obviously play Doom,
yeah,
which is very different from death
yeah,
metal.
yeah. I was actually very into more like just typical old school death metal and even tech death early on.
Yeah,
That's what I started playing. And then it just slowly slowed down, kind of. Um, yeah.
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 Like, okay, hold on, we're going
Yeah.
too fast.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
also a bit too hard to play. Doom is much easier. Yeah.
Oh, very much so. You're
Yeah.
like, I'll just hit the chord, I'll come back in a minute, hit another chord, we're good.
Yeah. It's very hard to write technical death metal
Oh
and
yeah.
make it sound good. So,
Yeah, some of those tech bands like really blow my mind with the skill that they have. I'm
yeah.
like, I never in my life have played music if you put me against you at all,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you know?
Especially like the drummers as well.
Yeah. Yeah, those
They
dudes
just they they really blow you away every time.
like, what the hell? How do you go so
Yeah,
fast? You know?
it's mind blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what what inspired you to move into the doom sector aside from like it being a lot easier than some of that
Yeah,
tech?
my music tastes just changed over the years. Like it just slowed down, and I got more into regular heavy metal.
Hmm.
Um, and there the playing is manageable. The singing is much harder because you
Yeah.
have to sing in very high ranges. In doom metal, you can get away with singing a little lower, actually.
Yeah.
So I actually wanted to play heavy metal at first, but it was too hard. So I just tried Doom instead, and I thought it sounded okay. So
You're like,
I
all right,
just
I'll
I
do
just
that.
kept doing that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So were there like some doom bands for you that stuck out where you're like, okay, like I can do this. This is really, really cool.
Yeah, I mean, Candlemass is the big inspiration,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, they were the first Doom band I got into. and Solitude Eternus as well.
Okay.
Yeah, very, very interesting band. Very unique, I
Yeah.
think.
I like Candlemass. I've not
And
heard the other one.
yeah, you haven't?
No, I'm gonna have to
Oh,
dig into
yeah,
it.
yeah, you have to. You have to.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing. Um, kind of similar to Candlemass in
Okay.
some ways. Yeah, but yeah, also like Trouble and yeah, Reverend Bizarre, the
Yeah.
basic doom metal bands, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's funny. There are so many, I guess growing up, I'm not sure how old you are, but I'm almost 50.
yeah.
And
I'm 25, so
oh yeah, I got a little bit on you.
yeah,
So growing up for me, we listened to a lot of Black Sabbath,
yeah,
and now, at that time it was just heavy metal.
yeah,
And
yeah,
now it's, Black Sabbath was doom metal, and you're like, holy shit, they kind of were the purveyors,
yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I
it's,
haven't listened that much to Black Sabbath actually.
no,
Of course the first few albums, but
yeah,
haven't really dug deep, like
yeah,
after the DU era. Like that's where I stopped kind of.
yeah. I did that as well. Like I was real big with Ozzy era
Yeah,
because that to me was Black Sabbath, and then
yeah,
you bring in Dio, and it was different.
yeah. It was different.
You know,
Good, but different.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. The
yeah,
Heaven and Hell era are very different from the
yeah,
Ozzy era, and it's still really good,
yeah.
right?
It's just like kind of two separate bands almost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely, and
yeah,
it's funny. The only thing that changed is the vocalist. Like, oh
yeah,
shit.
yeah. It's kind of crazy.
But speaking of vocals, right? The vocals on the Grim Colossus stuff, I
Yeah,
really like that it's not just low, like it's actual singing,
yeah,
you know? I'm like, I can get into this.
yeah,
Uh, it grabs you and takes you on a ride. You want to see where the vocalist goes with the next
yeah,
line.
yeah. I tried to keep it varied, not just the same notes
Yeah.
over and over, or just like growling. Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
try to keep it interesting.
that's good. The
Yeah,
interesting is obviously what we all want, right?
yeah, yeah, definitely.
So, um, what does Grim Colossus have going on right now?
So I've got an album coming out, Descent into Madness, right? 7 songs, about 30 minutes. I don't know if you count it as an EP or an album. It's kind of on the edge, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, that's coming out June 21st. Um, got some CDs. Uh, uh, sending them out right now, the pre-orders and stuff. Uh, Other than that, there's not much happening. There's no gigs or anything because it's just me so far.
Yeah.
So hopefully in the future though. That's the plan, right?
Okay, that's good. That was my next question was,
Yeah.
is there a plan to get out there and play? Because I know
Yeah.
um, it can be hard when you have a solo project and try to translate that um,
Yeah.
live.
Yeah, but that's definitely a goal. Try to find some members to join me and get out there.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
and tour the world and do the band
Yeah, yeah.
thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Gonna be
Uh,
awesome. Uh,
yeah, I don't have huge goals exactly. Just play locally, just have fun.
hey, whatever, dude. Like,
Yeah.
whatever the goal is, let's make that happen. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
And you never know. You get out there and you do a couple of local shows, and you're like, oh shit, we need to take this
Yeah.
elsewhere.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You don't know until you try
That
it.
yeah. So with the upcoming release, you said CDs. Is it also going to be on vinyl by chance?
No, it's not, unfortunately.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, I'm just self-funding it, right? And I don't have that much money. Vinyl is expensive,
Yeah.
so for now it's just CDs
Okay.
and digital, of course.
I
But
I can absolutely understand that,
yeah,
everyone wants to do everything, and if you don't have the
yeah,
funds, you just don't,
yeah.
you know?
Hopefully in the future,
Yeah.
like a repress or for future releases or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I think I like that a lot of labels are doing that now. There's a lot of represses going on, like the death stuff. They've repressed
Yeah.
that so many times.
Oh yeah. They have all kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like, oh, what variant is that? Oh, this is the second variant from 2022 that has the green blah
Yeah.
blah. You're like, what the?
Oh, almost a bit too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, but people eat them up.
Yeah, I mean, if it's making money,
That's it. Yeah, and
yeah.
I'm one of those guys. I eat it up. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah, you just want every single one.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
give it to me. My wife's like, why do you have 27 copies of this album? Well, they're all different.
Yeah, they're all different in their own little way. Yeah.
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 So what does your studio setup look like?
My studio setup. It's in my one bedroom apartment.
Yes.
I just got my mic stand right by the PC and connecting to a small little Focusrite audio card.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, that's where I record guitar,
Okay.
bass, vocals. Yeah,
What about drums?
drums are programmed actually.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, yeah. Sadly, actually, I wish they weren't, but I don't know any drummers, so
No, I feel like there'd be a ton of drummers in Sweden.
I, I mean, maybe, but I think they're kind of missing everywhere. They're all taken, but
Yeah.
I have to dig deeper for them, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
Yeah,
I I say that, but like even here, I feel like we have a really good music scene, and if you're a drummer, you're probably in five or six different bands.
yeah, yeah. That's the thing, right?
Like, ah,
Yeah,
damn.
yeah.
So, what do you hope comes with the upcoming release?
Oh, I I don't know actually. I mean, I I want some people to enjoy it. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just I'm just curious to see what happens, like with a bigger release instead of just few singles.
Hmm.
Interesting to see the way the hype is kind of building right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it it's nice, again, like I said, I'm older, so I like I understand why people do a lot of like single releases.
yeah,
It's, keep in front of them, it's like constant
yeah,
contact. Uh, I come from the era where, you put out an album and the whole album is, you listen to it from start to finish. Hi, Sophia. Um, she's like, don't stop petting
yeah.
me.
Cute cat.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Um, God, what was I saying? Oh, the whole album is, you listen to it from start to finish,
yeah,
and it's just a awesome, it's a full piece of art. Whereas I
yeah.
feel,
It's an experience
yeah,
instead of just a song.
yeah,
Yeah,
and it's,
yeah,
that's it. It's like you you listen to a song, which is a great, can be a great piece of art, but then you get the album and you're right. It is also a great piece of art, but it is an entire experience.
yeah. You can appreciate it more when you hear all the songs like together, just in its context
Yeah.
instead of yeah, just the one-offs for sure.
So what are some of your like favorite like doom bands to listen to today?
It's still the ones I mentioned,
Mhm.
actually. It's just Candlemass, a lot of Candlemass. Yeah.
Not branching out into other stuff?
Hmm. I mean, I listen to a lot of new releases,
Mhm.
but I I have a hard time remembering them, which like sucks to say. I remember the riffs and everything, but I can't really come up with any right now.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, I actually listen more to heavy metal and death metal
Okay.
than I do regular doom.
That's fair. So who
Yeah.
are you listening to in the heavy and death metal areas?
Ooh, when it comes to heavy metal, it's some Swedish bands like Century, uh, Tyrann or Tyran. I don't know how you would say it in English. Um, Death metal, there's a lot of great ones right now. 200 Stab Wounds, for
Oh,
example, is one of my favorites.
yeah, I love those
Absolute
dudes.
favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I saw them live about a month or two ago.
Oh,
It
nice.
was with cattle decapitation and the vomit forth. That was fucking amazing gig.
What a killer show.
Yeah, that was unreal, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know they got their album coming up 28th of June, I think. Their next
Yeah,
album.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
me too.
now
That
when I
art.
said that, I just remembered a doom metal band. I just so popped into my head. I that I can't believe I blanked on Crypt Sermon.
Okay.
Yeah, I know they are releasing an album in 2 days.
You're like, I
uh,
can't believe I forgot it. But
yeah, they are fucking amazing.
you'd be surprised. I had a buddy of mine I was interviewing, and his band is called Overload.
Yeah.
And I go to introduce him, and I'm like, an overlord, and he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, sorry, dude. Like, I
Yeah,
totally fucked that one up.
yeah, happens.
What do you think about Frozen Soul and Creeping Death?
Um, Frozen Soul, I haven't listened to that much actually.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, I heard the last album. I thought it was okay, but it didn't really stuck with me.
Hmm.
Creeping Death is fucking solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So I like the Frozen Soul because it really, to me, it's like a throwback,
Mm,
some of that old school. Um,
yeah,
I love Creeping Death, and I try to go to a lot of shows. Um, it's because it's nice to be out there and see bands doing it and support them doing it. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
What what is the next show that you have coming up?
I'm going to a show in 2 days on Friday. Uh, it's like a local metal competition
Hmm.
called the Gothenburg Metal Championship. It's where just more underground local bands compete for a first spot to win, I don't know, some money, I think.
Okay.
But it's the final on Friday, right? And it's a band called Abandon Agony, which is like melodic death metal.
Hmm.
And they're releasing their album on Friday as well, actually,
Oh, right on.
when they're playing. Yeah. There's a folk slash black metal band called Blodmärkt. They sing like yeah, in Swedish, and they're a treat to see live. It was amazing to see them live last time. There's a heavy metal band called Scarblade as well, which are pretty solid. And then there was another that I can't remember. Yeah, there's four bands in the final competing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys, I say you guys like out there, Sweden, you know, in the Netherlands and what have you. You guys do a lot of like band competition style stuff.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know much about it actually. It's the first time I'm seeing one. So
There was a band. Oh, maybe they're from Netherlands. called Veloza, and they had a competition, and I think the it was a multi-week thing, and whoever won the competition won an opening spot for some some
Ooh,
big act. I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was Sepultura or Testament or something.
okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of a nice way to hype up the show and get a bunch of people like really
yeah,
like
for sure.
excited about it, you know?
Yeah, draw people in. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I don't think the winners of this are playing or like playing for anyone afterwards. But I think there's money involved and like a studio recording with
mm,
some big shots. I yeah,
that'll
which
do it.
yeah, not bad.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
That's I'm gonna say this name and you're gonna laugh at me, but I think that's how Silverchair um hit it. Like they did, of course they were kids at the time, like 13 or 14, and they recorded their stuff and sent it into some radio station uh contest and got it. And of course they blew up and did their, you
Yeah,
know,
but that's awesome.
yeah.
That's such an awesome way to like make it or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I guess you can look at it both ways. Like it's a great way to do it. It's great that that opportunity is there, but I feel like it messed those guys up because they were so young, you know,
Yeah, yeah, that's
kind of
fair.
messed them up mentally. But I mean,
Yeah,
I think they're all still playing music. I don't even know.
yeah. Me neither.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Well, whatever.
let's hope.
Yeah. So, when you started recording or writing the latest album, how long did it take you to like write and record it?
So I started in like the beginning of this year, like in January
Okay.
sometime. Just started writing it and kind of recording riffs as I went. And I was done around early April, so 4 months, I guess. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Now, and you did all the recording yourself. Did you also do all the mixing and mastering yourself?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I I'm not that dedicated.
You're not that dedicated.
No. No, good for you.
Yeah, thanks, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's just fun to do it on your own sometimes. Try
Yeah.
to, it's fun to learn.
It definitely forces you to learn it, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And it's very expensive to mix and master and everything. So might as well learn it on my own.
Yeah, then you can sell that skill to someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Smart. I see where you're
Yeah,
going with that.
yeah. Hmm. Yeah,
So
I'm scheming.
is that your is is that your ultimate goal to move full time into the music world and do, you know, mixing and producing and all of that?
Uh, Not really, actually. Uh, I don't find it that fun, but it's it's just I feel like I have to do it, and it's okay.
Okay.
But doing it professionally, I don't know. I feel like it's very hard to get into that world, right?
Could be.
Yeah, I think I'd rather just write riffs and yeah, do
And
what I'm
just
doing.
do it all yourself. That's fair.
Yeah,
You know, I think a lot of bands, you know, do that, or a lot of artists do that, right? They write, record, they self-produce.
yeah,
And it does save them that money, which could be spent elsewhere, marketing or, you know, new upgraded
yeah,
equipment or what have you.
yeah. Vinyls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the important stuff, vinyl.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Uh, So you're doing it yourself. Have you sent any of it out to any labels to see if there was any interest in maybe doing some small run vinyl or anything?
I actually haven't. No. Uh, Maybe I should have done that. Uh, but I wasn't so sure how this album would go. Like
Mhm.
now I feel like it's good. People are liking it. I'm getting good critique, you know.
Yeah, good
But
feedback from it.
before all this, I wasn't very happy with it. Like I think that's more because you get tired of hearing your own music like thousands of times
Yeah.
in the span of like 2 months or whatever. Uh, so I wasn't sure enough to just send it out to labels. But yeah, probably in the future, I guess.
Okay. That was
Yeah,
I was gonna ask,
yeah,
are you getting sure enough now where you feel like you could do that?
yeah. I will probably try to find some labels to contact and see what they think if they would be interested.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Then you could say, I got vinyl and I didn't have to pay for it.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That's true.
Teamwork, right? Teamwork
Yeah,
makes the dream work.
absolutely.
So is there like in your experience going to shows, is there a band that has really stood out to you that you were just absolutely blown away by live?
Ooh. I mean, Cannibal Corpse probably. They are, yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice. Holy,
Yeah.
yeah. They are fucking incredible live. Yeah, I saw them like last year or so.
Yeah, I think this one was 2022 and it was like
Yeah.
revocation. Hold on. Oh yeah, Whitechapel, Revocation, and Signs of the Shadow of Intent. That was the other
Oh,
band.
yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
good bill. And I
Yeah.
those Revocation dudes, every time I see them, I'm so blown away with their talent. Just
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
wow.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Really cool riffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's really cool.
and they did a Metallica cover, Dyer's Eve, which is just so damn good.
Oh, I haven't heard it.
Oh yeah, you should listen to it. It's like
Yeah,
they
I will.
they they definitely they did it well and they kind of made it their own, which is it's always what I look for in a in a cover song, right? Everyone,
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want it to just sound the same.
yeah, you're like if I wanted to sound the same, I'd just go listen to the album,
Yeah,
you
of
know.
course. Yeah.
So when they're able to do it with, like uh, in good taste and make it their own, it always
Yeah.
interests the hell out of me.
Yeah, just their own little twist on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Cannibal Corpse is also one of those bands I've been. I'm gonna say this because it's the truth. I've been listening to them since before you were born.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Oh,
like I feel old as shit.
well. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Um, and honestly, I don't even know how many times I've seen them live, but I've seen them so many times. Um, Anytime they come around, I'm like, I gotta go.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Uh, I saw them on the Slayer tour.
Ooh,
Uh,
they played
it,
with Slayer?
oh yeah, in
Oh, shit.
2019, it was. Hold on, I gotta think.
Was that the farewell tour?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that was like the 17th leg of the farewell tour or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, but it was Slayer, Amon Amarth, Lamb of God, and Cannibal Corpse.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that bill.
Yeah. I'm not really into Lamb of God, but they put on a good show, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I saw them with Slayer as well.
Oh yeah, was it
Yeah.
also on that like final tour thing?
Yeah. It was with Anthrax and Obituary.
Oh
So yeah,
man, I love
was
Obituary. I love
yeah,
Anthrax too, but
yeah,
you know,
yeah. But it's just one of those other classic death metal bands.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's I mean, that's pretty cool. You had two of the big four, on the same show. You're like, oh, this
yeah,
is
yeah. That's true. And like a year before that, I saw the all other Big Four.
oh shit.
Or wait, I'm no, wait, no, I didn't. I saw Judas Priest and Megadeth.
Okay.
So Metallica was still missing at that point.
Okay. So three of the four. All right.
Yeah, yeah,
Now, Metallica, I think, just played Sweden, didn't they?
yeah. I saw them in Gothenburg like last summer, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
What was that show like?
crowded. It was so many people. It was good. It was good. Um, I wasn't like blown away or anything, but solid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you see them? Did they play two nights there?
yeah, they did. But I only saw one.
Okay.
Yeah,
So doing obviously they do the same thing here, right? They play two
yeah,
nights and one night, I gotta think. I don't even remember. There's a difference in the set lists, which is pretty fantastic. But
yeah,
um, the last time I saw them, they played Louder Than Life, and it was what did they? I think I saw them the first night, which was, it was just a full set of a lot of older stuff.
yeah,
Uh, which again, right, being my age,
yeah.
that's what we look for, and it sounded so not what I expected.
Hmm.
Like I expected them to be good, but it sounded different and I was a little taken aback at first, like, ooh, I don't know. But then, I got into it and I'm like, those guys are pushing 60 years old. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
You gotta keep that in mind.
yeah,
Yeah, for
they're
sure.
they're not gonna be out there banging their
Yeah,
heads like they were back, 40 years ago.
yeah. What did you think of the new Metallica album, the
Um,
last one?
the last couple I've actually liked. There's a like a blank error for me with Metallica.
Yeah,
Um, post like even the Black album was kind of it was really lackluster to me. Didn't
yeah,
have anything that stood out, so I was real disappointed. And I've always tried to keep up with them because I just have always loved them. And about Death Magnetic, I like where that sound was going. Hardwired
mm,
is not quite Death Magnetic, right? Um, still an okay album. And then 72 Seasons, I think, it's a pretty solid album considering these
yeah,
guys are 60 years old, still putting out some heavy metal.
yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
So where do they rank for you?
Not that high, actually.
No.
I'm I like the first three albums. I'm that kind of person.
Yeah.
Yeah, but after that, I'm kind of meh on them.
Yeah.
But I did think 72 Seasons was like decent. There were some good songs.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the same way,
Yeah,
right? Like if I'm going to listen
yeah,
to Metallica, I always go Kill 'Em All to Justice, and those are the four that I will
yeah,
always choose to put on.
yeah, for sure.
Uh, but they don't make music like that
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah. But
Uh,
Judas Priest is
oh
is
yeah.
making music almost like their old days now.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
speaking of Priest, now they played Louder Than Life a couple of years ago, 2019 maybe,
Mhm.
and I think Richie's heart exploded on stage.
Oh yeah. Wait. Was that when he was like bleeding while playing a solo?
Yeah.
Dude, that
Like,
was great.
yeah, like it was the
Yeah,
last song, and he
yeah.
felt something in his chest, and he like kept going, and they rushed him to the hospital to, see what was going on as soon as he got done. And they said if he'd have been 2 or 3 minutes later, he'd have been dead.
That's so wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
was like 10 minutes from my house. Like,
yeah. Oh shit,
yeah.
dude.
Like, no, he can't die in Louisville. I don't want
No,
that shit to
no.
happen.
But I remember seeing that video where he just looked so metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is all metal for
Yeah.
sure.
God damn.
So, um, let's say you put a band together and get out and do shows. What bands do you really want to like go and play shows with?
Ooh, that's that's a good question. I haven't thought about that much actually.
Hmm.
Uh, I I'm not sure.
No, not
Uh,
not one.
I mean Candlemass, but
Duh.
but I no I have no idea actually.
Okay.
Yeah, bad answer, but it is
Whatever.
what it is.
Like it's an answer. Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
sh that one usually kicks off quite a few, people are
Oh
like, oh
yeah.
yeah, I'd really like to go play with this one.
Ooh.
Um, so I'm gonna ask it a different way.
Mm.
This I think should make you think.
Ooh.
Um, aside from Candlemass, is there a band that you would like to play with that would make you go, this is exactly, what I've been doing this for?
Oh man. I mean, it would be another band I mentioned earlier. Like it would be Crypt Sermon probably.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, because that's a modern doom metal band that's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Um, so if they ever came to Sweden, and we're looking for a local act, then probably Crypt Sermon. That would be fucking
Okay.
sick. Yeah.
Well, so here's program your drums, get a couple other people together. I'm going to call their management and be like, hey, you guys got to go play Sweden.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Feel
Yeah.
free to do
Like I've got the pull to do that shit. That
that.
would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, let me just make that happen for you.
Yeah. Please.
That would be
Uh,
awesome.
yeah.
Uh, so we've, you've got the new album coming out. Who did the artwork on it?
Um, so it's this guy called, he goes by Misanthropic Art. His name is Chris Kiesling, or I think.
Is
Uh,
Misanthropic with a K?
no,
Okay.
it's just Misanthropic, the regular spelling.
Okay.
And he's Misanthropic illustrations, I think, on Instagram.
All right.
But he's really fantastic. It was actually like a like an artwork he had for sale already. So I just bought that from him.
Oh, right on.
And I had him make the new logo uh, as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's super sweet.
yeah. But I'll definitely look into him for any future like art. It's really sick, I think.
Yeah, that's cool. I think it's really important to build a relationship with, other people in the industry, like artists.
Yeah,
Because you once you have that relationship, they obviously know what they're working with, and you're
yeah,
like, hey, we want to do this. And they're like, here, I already got art for it. And you're like, holy shit, like,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah. I think that's important for sure.
Yeah, that's freaking cool.
Yeah.
So did he do the whole layout for the CD or just the artwork?
Yes.
Oh, right on.
He did layouts. Yeah.
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 All encompassing here.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really grateful for him helping me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so cool. So what do you do for work?
Electrician, kinda. Yeah.
Ki
Uh,
Kinda?
yeah, I'm not like what's it called? I haven't like studied to be an electrician. I just ended up at a electrician company, and I do some more easier stuff, like the preparations for building machines and stuff.
So um, what do we have a name for that, and I don't remember what it's called.
Mm.
An apprentice.
Uh, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I guess an apprenticeship. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually you do bigger and harder stuff.
Yeah.
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 So it's like, I don't remember, apprentice, journeyman, master. Um, I'm terrible
Yeah.
with that stuff. Like
Yeah. Yeah. Me too.
so what kind of guitar do you like to play?
Uh, I have a few guitars. I have a Jackson Warrior, which I rarely play anymore. My favorite guitar is a Solar, a six string, just regular Solar guitar.
Okay.
It's bright orange. It looks stupid, but it feels great to play.
Look
Uh,
looks like a construction cone out in the middle of the road.
yeah, exactly. It's so bright. But this album was recorded on an Ibanez
Okay.
uh, RG431. It's like a very cheap Ibanez actually, but with some custom pickups.
Right on. What
Yeah,
pickups?
DiMarzio deactivators.
Okay.
Yeah,
What made you choose those?
it was a long time ago that I chose those. It was when I was into tech dev and stuff, and I saw an old video of Mohammed Sickness or whatever his name is from
Mhm.
Necrophagist. He was like advertising the deactivators in some old video. And I thought, oh, well, I want to play like him, so I'll buy those.
So I'll get his equipment.
Yeah, yeah, that's how it works.
All right. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Every time.
yeah,
I can't tell you how much equipment I bought because someone else played it.
yeah.
My wife's like, "Are you gonna buy another piece?" Like, yeah, I am. She's like, "Damn it, stop!" Like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah. I'm the same.
yeah,
I think I'm too smart for all the marketing bullshit, and then
hooked right in.
yep.
Yep, yeah. She actually said to me a couple days ago. She goes, you are the perfect consumer." I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "You see an advertisement, and you're like, great idea. I'm gonna get that." Like, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not as smart as I like to think I am.
me neither.
So it's good shit.
Yeah,
Okay. Magnus, I greatly appreciate you coming to hang out with me today. I'm really looking forward to hearing the whole album and seeing what it does. I hope it goes huge for you.
thank you. I hope
All
so
right.
too. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. All right, dude. Well, go and have yourself a great day.
yeah. You too. See ya,
Thank
man.
you, sir. See ya.